Laws of 2024 provisions and the entrenched clauses that have been committed must be brought back. We need them back because they ensure the independence of our independent institutions.
Good morning, those on the ground, representatives of the National Assembly and the Judiciary, the press, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Coalition of Progressive Gambians, we acknowledge the presence of all those who are here, the press, the security, and all those present to represent the National Assembly and the Judiciary. We are grateful to you for your support in making this day a success. We, the Coalition of Progressive Gambians, a pressure group registered in the Gambia with a vision for the Gambia that all, be it government or civil servants and aspiring public servants, are held to account to the people at home and abroad. Ensure all Gambians enjoy equal rights, opportunities with diversity and inclusion, tolerance and social justice. Our mission is to stand up and ensure power is given to the people to enjoy their rights, exercise them with fairness and discipline. It is the objective of the Coalition of Progressive Gambians to create an environment in which the voiceless and the voiced be respected. Raising awareness also is one of our objectives of the people for a peaceful coexistence that ensures politicians are held to account on their promises when elected into office. We're calling for unity as strength in fighting corruption and injustice together and putting Gambia first with power to the people. The protest is to demonstrate our discontent in the amended draft Constitution 2024 being gazetted, calling for the retabling of the draft 2020 produced by the then mandated Constitutional Review Commission. The 2020 draft Constitution should be amended in parliamentary reading stages if needed, that is based on compromise and consensus, and to the best interest of a progressive Gambia. The draft Constitution 2020 was written by an independent commission, that is the CRC, established by an Act of Parliament 2017 and in compliance with the 1997 Constitution, Section 226. It was widely consultative and embedded key issues facing Gambians since independence, such as formalizing secularism, leadership integrity, presidential active term limit, temporary succession of the president, appointment of ministers, establishment of the prerogative of mercy committee, restriction regarding office of the president, immunity of legal proceeding for the president after office, election and appointment of the leaders of the National Assembly, regulation of political parties, appoint dual citizen public office and election in public service, independent institutions, the service commissions, anti-corruption commission, and the independent electoral and boundary commission. Prohibition of local CFOLU and alcalos in partisan politics, local government autonomy, and the management of state-owned enterprises. The Coalition of Progressive Gambians and other stakeholders are present to raise our concerns and demand an immediate consideration to the concerns of most Gambians. At these trying times, more than 70% of Gambians believe a new constitution is the primary step forward. Moreover, the COPG is convicted that the 2020 draft constitution is the constitution we want. It is the voice of the people and set the principles we want to be governed with through personal integrity and national sovereignty. Recently, we were disappointed by the unconstitutional move by the executive and the Minister of Justice, who omitted some of the provisions and entrenched clauses of the 2020 draft without a proper consultation in respect for the voice and choice of Gambians. Majority of Gambians who contributed in drafting were very disappointed after so much money has been spent and time spent. If amendments are genuine and for the interest of Gambians, why are those provisions omitted? We believe that if government is really serious in tackling corruption, it has to strengthen democracy and good governance. We therefore call on the Minister of Justice and legal advisor of government to respond to the public disappointment and retable for promulgation the CRC draft constitution. The National Assembly to ensure that even if the draft 2020 has to be amended in parliamentary reviews, the clauses must be reflected. We continue to monitor and evaluate the progress of this call and hope the voice and choice of the citizenry will be acted upon. We expect a referendum by mid-2025. As we always say in our pledge, let justice guide our action towards the common good. We call on all patriotic Gambians, goodwill ambassadors to stand in solidarity with the COPG and ensure we have these entering clauses back as a compromise in the 2024. I am Celestine Kujabi, the Secretary General of the Coalition of Progressive Gambians. We thank you for your attention.
We don't have to walk to the MOJ. They will come to collect their letters. Okay, is that what you want us to do, yeah? Well, if they don't show up, we have to go and give them, isn't it? We have a letter to deliver. And it was arranged. No, officer, what we're saying is, do we have to give this letter to here for them? Or because it's the same government? You told us that we should wait here, we should not go. No, your office, the office of the IGP, said that we don't have to walk to the MOG. We will wait here for them to send a delegation. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go.
So we are going outside to wait the Minister of Justice for them also to come and receive their letter, the letter they have for them. Collection of perspective, Gambian Constitution.
Power to the people! 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 No corruption! No corruption! No corruption! No injustice! No injustice! No injustice! No corruption! No corruption! Thank you very much. No corruption! Power belongs to the people! No to Tatam! 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 Cost of living is too high! 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 There is no medication at the hospital! No medication! No medication at the hospital! No medication at the hospital! Bring back our 2020 draft constitution! Bring back our 2020 draft constitution! We don't need your cabinet constitution! We don't need your cabinet constitution! Report of the TRRC must be implemented. 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 The national audit report must be implemented. National audit report must be implemented. Nit président boo gis ñetti dee yi ñoo ko topp ñetti dee ko topp ñetti dee mooy ban ba njëkk waaw gis boo xamee ni ñala faloon jox nga leen ginnaaw waaw ñooñu deegoo njëkk gi taxaw na boobu deegu njëkk la mooy deegu njëkk ñaareel bi mooy gis boo xamee ne yow ñaar doon sa noonu ñooñu ñoo nekk sa xarit sa noonu démba ñoo nekk sa xarit tey ñaareel dee bi taxaw na ñetteel bi mooy bis ñooñu nag ñoo laa indil dee physical dee physical dee te foofu la tollu nag ànd ak ñu la gëmut nga xam ne ñoom seen poosa leen itteel gëmuñ waa ñooñu soo ci doon tànn ñan nga ci tànn ñun àndal ñu leen bëri na mënu ma ko lim ñaar laa bëgg nga tànnal ma ci ñaar ñu si ki nga xam ne ne moo ci gën a naqadi ñun ñoo ko dugal ci politique jàngal ko politique ba nga xam ne moo xam politique ñu ko wax Mamadou Sabally waaw moom daf leen or moom mooy force bokk na ci ñi leen or waaw ñaareel bi ka njëkk nag mooy Dembo Baye force
mooy seen moo by force bokkoon ci yéen bokkoon ci ñun am luñ ko doxoon loo xam ne moo ëpp li ko ñuy jox waaye nag weñ la fu tooy rek laay dal su woowee mu jóg
kon ndax réew ndax loolu mun na ko tabax fu tooy nga tag fu wow nga daw ndax réew personal interest la wala nekk wala collective interest réew mbiri lépp ñëpp la
mbiram ñëpp ak lépp la
waaye Gambie nag li fi xew mooy réew mi ñoru leen seen boppaa leen ñor parce que li ñuy wooyee patriotisme ak détermination amul ci réew mi maanaam waa réew mi bëgguñ réew mi te amuñ pas-pas réew mi
mais ñun nax ni ñu naxee mooy 1997 constitution moom lañ doon xeex pour mu génn si réew mi bi Adama Barrow toogee moom parti amul constitution is a foolish parti laa ko mën a ooye bu parti boo amul constitution is a foolish one
At least he would have within those 3 years brought back the 2020 enforced the draft constitution and make sure it went to parliament, and then we have referendum. So now we have a situation where the 2020 is in the garbage, 2024 is unacceptable because it's dictatorial, and the 1997 is even worse. That's worse. So if we're going to elections in 2026, thank God, not thank God, but hopefully we would have the 2020 draft constitution. If we don't, then we're going to have the 1997 draft constitution, which is dictatorial. That means we've gone back to the Jammeh era. How unfortunate. It's a moral disgrace and a political disgrace. I think the 2020 draft constitution should be what we should should be moved by the government to go to for us to go to referendum before elections, so we can go 2026 with an election with a new constitution, and then be a third republic. Otherwise, we are in the same situation as Gambia. That's my take. Thank you very much.
kan diaspora bi mënuñoo bokk ak doomi Gambia ñu nekk ci diaspora bi kan moo tax mënuñoo sànni karta loolu daw na yaram de te digge bor la dañ gis ne nguur gi nga xam ne mu ñu jiite lam ñu mus a dig yëpp ba mu ñëwee benn tey yëpp dara taxawul soo daw na yaram trop nit ki nga ñëw ak réew mi fi ñu ko jëlee 2016 ñun foogoon na ne Gambia dina nekk sample ci aduna bi parce que su nekkoon ne respect woon nañ de di agreement bi nga xam ne moom lañ waxoon ni kon tey Gambia doomi Gambia fu mu dem dina ekkati loxoom ci kaw waaye tey Gambia doomi Gambia fu mu dem border crossing boo dem man I am a driver I drive across so many borders fii ci biir dëkk bi ak bitim réew mooy Sénégal bi Gambia bi ak yeneen dëkk yi waaye gis nañ ne doomi Gambia léegi ID card bi foo ko génnee yow jaratuloo fa dara parce que gis nañ ne ñi la jiite du ñoo sàmm seen kàddu dañ lay wor ca fa beginning ba lañ laa wax tey ëllëg dañ cee génn wax nañ ne président bi taxaw na fii mu ne sooy politique mun ngaa wax lu nekk waaye soo paree mën ngaa def leneen soo mu doon lu daw yaram man li gën a daw suma yaram ci loolu sax dama bañ jikko yi ma gis léegi dama bañ ndaw yi ëllëg suñ doom yi ñu jël jikko yooyu ñu fa nag is the right jikko parce que jikko yooyu noonu du jikko gor du jikko muslim du jikko good christian du jikko non believers so man lii laa am ci li ma ñambaas ci loolu waaw lu ma la saafara loolu mooy
bring back our 2020 draft constitution. 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 We don't need your cabinet constitution. We don't need your cabinet constitution. We don't need your 2024.
Bari bankola ko ni to anin kata nyami ntole mu burumol ala ntole be ga min to mala fido kula masakula ngonta no bari banko kata nyami aman jusola ngamol tun ne faro ko nambe kunu kantola nko en kata bandini ko mine be bandini ko Gambia dingo be Adam Barrow e kayto min bondi député ay min fay nyamo ko aya sendiji andum banko dingol manso andum ta sol manso mume Foti amura mun difference bije mun ay kay min fay nyamo ko ani men bije sante ite amura ko mun difference bije sango nim banko atele ko esa fula saba fono mo ala adam barola interest anala minister anala maleka fay nyadi la ala okiti tela momi ka mola kiti el fay nyamo ko wo ko dem kala fike tof billahi wallahi la interest mun dani sidu njay walla ba toro la sa ko de amre be mun kata kule kala bayal felen dinja nata jang ya kay to ta ya karal sidi fa wanyala ya dura bulo ko no ay te amre be mun kala wota sa ata sidi njay fa ya du nga bulo ko ya do sidi bulo ko allah akbar kabranda lunga ka lunga jol anda be jola fanan fay sania set lunga ka lunga jo andu lunga be jola fay sania alma le be so siman jati kenda itelle nyin kay to fay ya di ele fana manta ku kende fala jede anda manta ku barka ma fala je fana sidu njay katu na tara man na faje al tol dunga be mun kala ko sidu be min kala UDP tol mi banko dingo banko be le be ja banko din kendo be le be ja pati kunta nyinti fe kunta nyinti mo be dembe ni to rombe banko ka ntoli be min kala ko tek mbembi parala de adama baro wota nyimbanku wonte abe ala babondi la nyejal fani sidu njayle mamma to farsa kabe kambiya malala bari baro be bolaje nyi ko bolaje na
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين banko mo beten tula bi meliale fi da mel man nano fana hakilo be jang ye beten du banko din kende akam ye be konton itol ni konton la folo ni ku ya da men benna wala mu nyindi ko ndele to mbuwa fo fana de busumbala de boda wala to mbe do ko men nabi amanke ko men ko pati kula mu nyindi nyimbu banko quality banko ko na mata dawda randi inyanta wulla lelo de banko di mo moy be pati yolo bar nim banko ko na redron mbe banko ko le kala mbe banko le do kula wala mu nyindi ko nyim constitution o me ya fay bantaten la futay murnam back to the because kodome yusta koma asia batal nam kodome yusta ja siatal andu wonam kodonyi banko dingol lel tam so ko bondi ko fay karala o manyinya yene fansunta samana me yalon ko yefel bondi ge me yalon ko banko dingol malla fala ngamira ni birite ya iko moleta banko rawno le banko be rawn molla kuma kan ngamira molla kuma kan wala nyanta tala barsa ni te molla kuma kan mendi te o bondi ge te fansunta samana ita ko weta dibitele o approve ata kenola Gambia dingol le tam Gambia mo Clinton de Gambia to Gambia dingol la kan wala nyanta tamala ha Gambia dingol la kan
Wow, press is they are coming.
It's press.
No,
It's
leave
press.
my press people, my press people.
The youths are out today to protest about the draft 2022 constitution at the National Assembly. Stay tuned, this is Nice Gambia.
yow mic nga yor utal koy ne ana yow nee naa ko jamono bii ñu ngi si pencum ndaw ñi comme niñ koy waxee rek National Assembly fa lañ nekk ni fi nga xam ne fa la ñuy dogal lépp fa la ñuy defar lépp li nga xam ne rek mooy jëm ci wàllum réew mi muy Gambia fa lañ
So that's the Deputy Speaker of National Assembly, Sidi Njai. So they're going to deliver a letter to him again.
justice was
Uncle Johan.
Okay, sir.
So they have received their letters. Deputy Speaker received of the National Assembly, CDK, received the letter, and the Justice also they also received their letter from the Gambia of Perspective, Coalition of Perspective Gambian. Stop corruption in the Gambia. So we're going out still now, and the protest is still going on. The youths are out today also to protest about the draft 2022 Constitution. Stay tuned for more. Let's hear from them. And today is not only the youths are out, our mothers and our fathers, our brothers, our uncles are also out here to protest about this 2022 draft Constitution. So stay tuned, guys.
Everyone knows that 2020 Constitution is robust. It is the constitution of the people. It is the constitution that involves everyone for consultation, both at home and abroad. So for that reason, it is the constitution that states that the alcalos should not be, part of the politics. The safest would be part of the politics. It's the constitution that gives right to development. It's the constitution that gives every worker in the Gambia to have a good standard of living. It is the constitution that also set limits for the presidency retroactively, which is, of course, a general consensus. It is also a constitution that states that the Gambia as a nation, for it to transform into a new Gambia, it has to have that fundamental document to have these institutions to perform and to do good governance, which includes, of course, transparency and accountability of everyone that is in the country, respecting the rule of law, as well as participation of all the youths as well as the adults. So it's a constitution that, of course, we are not saying it's 100%. That is why we give the chance for it. If there is any amendment that needs to be done on compromise and consensus by the National Assembly, it is more than welcome, as long as it is agreed by those who represent us. But what we don't want is a cabinet to sit down in the cabinet and draw up a constitution and expect that to be used by the majority of Gambians. I thank you all very much.
I think I read it. Yeah. No. Some of them don't have it.
naxari si Gambia ñun suñu soldat yi si boppam amuñ ci doole lu tax ECOMOS duñu ñëw duñu ruule soldat yi Gambia ni joxuñ leen seen tur nga dem si wàllu police yi dañoo ñaan li ba bëgg a dee nga dem si ticca yi amuñ seen salari ñun ana Gambia buñ gis maalo mi ngi seer dunda baa ngi seer ñu ne yut saaxaat si kenn kontaanu soo biiree sax yaa ngay ragal soo demee lopitaan ndax sooy wasin da ngaa dee loolu yëpp mi ngi Gambia fii nii soo lu xamuñ ko woon soo système bu mu indi dafa korop Adama Barrow soxlaatuñ ko na dem loolu rek laa am pour wax na gaay na dem na maa ngi tudd Mariam Diop
man dama ñëw pour protestal sama côté parce que man aw ma fenn fu dul Gambia man Gambia moo ma jaral te Gambia laa am Gambia laa gis dégg nga lu nekk Gambia fii nii lii la ñu waxee no to corruption in our country ñun suñ dunda bi dafa seet amuñ good education suñ ndaw yaa ngee dee understand nga Gambia dañ sona dañ torox Adama Barrow su fekkee ne mënut a dem na jéem a foofu te Adama Barrow leena lañ ko woon we don't need any third term in this country term limit loolu lañ bëgg pour Adama may ñu ndaw yi kenn kontaanu ñuy wax ne the youth are happy that is fake the youth are not happy understand nga Gambia is the most poorest country in this whole Africa Gambia is going back every day and night people are suffering ñu ngi reet jigéen ñi ñun ñuy rey both day and night we are not happy in our country sis dégg nga Adama Barrow time limit lañ ko may no third term in this country we don't need it yeah.
What happened to the anti-corruption bill? Where is the anti-corruption bill? We the Gambians are action. Where is the anti-corruption bill?